Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm going to be answering Anthony Dodge's Old Warrior Challenge here. About a month ago he put out a video um, issuing a challenge to people to run their oldest locomotives and rolling stock. So it took me a while, and I told Anthony I would eventually whip something up for his challenge. So here it is. I'm actually going to kind of do this video in two parts because I really wanted to bring out some engines that really haven't ever run on this channel, that are old to me, that I've had for many, many years. Of course, right here we got a pretty familiar face right here to the channel. However, if you're new, if you're a recent subscriber, you probably haven't seen this locomotive yet. This is BNSF 2099. It is a Athearn Blue Box GP38-2. I picked this engine up back in, oh gosh, probably 1998, 97, 98, somewhere in that neighborhood. And it's been in the lineup ever since. It still runs. It runs very good. In fact, I just did a little bit of maintenance on this engine, lubricating. You see it's got some action to it. It's got some dust. It's got a few little nicks right there. You might see it right there. My finger's out. There's a little nick there. It's got, it's got some issues, but overall it's still a very nice looking engine. Let you get a look at that. Now, I did want to kind of do a little more in-depth history with this engine versus the past video. There are some discrepancies between this engine here, this Blue Box version, and the Athearn Ready to Roll version that came, let's say, about a decade later. So what we're going to do, we're going to take these two engines out, put them side by side right quick, let you get a look at them. And obviously, probably one of the easiest spotting features between the Blue Box and the Ready to Roll is the Ready to Roll engine has sunshades, whereas the Blue Box engine doesn't. And there's also other details. You notice that it's got the silicone plastic, the Duralin plastic handrails that are painted. Looks very nice. The older Blue Box, of course, came with metal railings. A little difference in the horns there. This horn has a little more detail than this one. But here may be one of the biggest discrepancies between the Blue Box and the Ready to Roll. Check out the fuel tank and the trucks on this engine. Notice they are painted silver. That is actually incorrect for a BNSF second generation locomotive. They did correct this with the Ready to Roll engine. As you can see, BNSF, when they painted these in the Heritage 1 colors, the fuel tank and the truck side frames were painted in this very dark green, almost kind of like I don't know if you call it a Brunswick green or what, but it's somewhere right around that shade. But yeah, they painted these in the that dark green, whereas the Ready to Roll engine, for some reason, they painted them silver, which BNSF never painted the truck silver. They did, however, on the Dash 9s and the SD70 Max. So, that could be a... let me rephrase that. That is kind of an interesting thing there. Anyway, that was just a brief little history on this engine. I kind of wanted to share that in a little more in depth. I did do that on a past video, kind of explain these two when I ran them together the last time. But I kind of wanted to get a little more in depth with it. So, yeah, this engine again appeared very late 90s, somewhere around 97, 98. This one, of course, mid to late 2000s. model. Of course, this engine now resides in the Athearn Roundhouse line, so which also, as you know, they did a Genesis version of the GP38-2. So, but anyway, all that aside, we'll put 2099 on the track and do Anthony Dodge's Old Warrior Challenge, and we're also going to break out another engine that hasn't seen much airtime and run with this thing. So I'm kind of going to kill two birds with one stone. I kind of want to run something a little different, but at the same time, I also want to be faithful to Anthony's challenge and run the oldest locomotive that's active on my roster. So hang on just a second. We'll get the other engine out, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and of course I went ahead and grabbed the second motor for this train. As you can see, this is a little different. This engine is newer to me. However, it's actually quite an old locomotive. This is a this is an Athearn Blue Box U28C, which has been painted up to look like a Santa Fe U28CG, which is the passenger variant of that locomotive. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I found this engine at an antique shop in West Plains. I've shared this story on another video, a mystery box video I did a while back with Cheyenne. But for those that's new to the channel, I found this locomotive at a antique shop. Really liked it. It was for a decent price. So I went ahead and picked it up. So long story short, here it is. And it does run good. Of course, it's an Athearn Blue Box, so you wouldn't really expect anything less from them. So it's kind of got some of the residue off that price tag still on top of the roof. But just to give you kind of a quick look at it, they even tried to put the little red and white jewels in there for the gyro light, which is that's really cool, and put printed number boards on it, painted the horn up to match the body, and even painted the handrails. Did a nice job on the engine, if I do say so myself. So anyway, we'll go ahead and run these two old warriors together. Set it back on the track, and we'll take these two for a spin on the inner loop here. Normally I don't run 6-axle engines on the inner loop, mainly because of their length. However, these Athearn engines, they do pretty good on tight curves, these older Blue Box. So I'm not real concerned about having a problem. So anyway, let's turn them on and let them run.
Hi, it's Joyce Jefferson. The Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. You know the bridge that Pooh and Christopher Robin are on when they're racing their sticks in the water? You know what I'm talking about. And people all over the world know the bridge I'm talking about. The bridge which people call Stick Bridge was originally called Holden Bridge, and it had been taken down but preserved when it was reconstructed, but they put it back together after so much
Well, I said I wasn't going to have any problems with it, but apparently I spoke too soon. But yeah, as you can see, not a lot of motor noise from these two engines. They do run quite well together. By the way, most of that noise is coming from the boxcars coupled directly behind the locomotives. That's a track clean boxcar with two motors inside of it. Each motor spins a little disc. I'll try to pull that thing. I tell you what, there must be something going on with the track on the inside loop here. But yeah, I'll try to zoom in on that and let you see that. And there's another disc right there on the other side right there. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that right quick. So, uh, whoa, there we go. Yeah, I'll let you guys get a good look at that. The two of them running together. Alright, I think that's probably good enough. Kind of keep this video from getting too long. So we'll stop it right here in front of the camera. And I think that'll do nicely right there. I know this is not a prototypical concept, but boy howdy, wouldn't it be cool to have something like that in real life. But anyway, there's your challenge answered, Anthony, at least part one of it. I'm going to bring out a couple other old engines that's been in the lineup for several years. The only reason why I'm not doing it in this video, one of them is a Kato SD40-2, painted in the same scheme as these two. But it's got some issues with it. For some reason, it stalls every once in a while. So I'm going to take it apart and clean it up and see if I can figure out what's going on with it. So, but anyway, until then, there's Anthony's challenge answered. We hope you enjoyed the video. And hope you enjoyed seeing a couple of really cool engines. One that's probably familiar to the longtime viewers of this channel. And a new face, a relatively new face to the channel. So we hope you enjoyed it. And we'll catch you in the next video. Take care all. Bye for now.